Hey guys, Zoochz here. Before we get started with today's video, the meat of the content here, I just wanted to take a second to say a couple things. First off, I want to let you guys know how thankful I am and how super stoked I am about all the folks who've been following me, not only here on YouTube, but Twitter and Twitch as well. It really makes me feel like this content is helping folks out, which in turn makes me excited to produce even more content, and thus a never-ending cycle of content and viewing is born. If you haven't followed already, I highly encourage you to do so. I'll include links to my Twitch channel and Twitter in the description below. So take a second out to do that just right now, or if you're too lazy, after the video is done. But either way, I really appreciate that. Second, as I kind of suggested, I'm relatively new to the video content production scene, and so I really appreciate everyone's advice that they've been giving me, as well as their patience as I sort of learn the ropes of YouTube. I'm going to be experimenting with some production stuff moving forward. In this video specifically, I'll be trying to excise a little bit of the downtime from my videos, so let me know how that goes. If you have any suggestions for what you'd like to see, both in terms of subject matter or things you'd like to see different with, you know, the production quality, I'm all ears. I know some people have said they want to see my face in these videos. I could do that, I think, but I'm probably going to wait until this mustache that I'm trying to grow along with this beard fills out a little bit more. A little self-conscious. It's not quite as robust as I want it to be, so I don't know, give it a week or two. We'll see how I feel at that point. Finally, I'm likely going to write an article about this deck. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to go up or when I'll get around to writing it, but when it is in fact published, I'll include a link below so you can go and look at it there. I'll probably also embed this video in that article, so maybe you're watching this from the article already. Who knows? Regardless, keep your eyes out for that. Anywho, today I'm going to be playing a deck that aims to leverage the aggressive power of Faie's Bloodborne spell. This deck is based on an aggro Faie list that I first saw No Way It's Jade running. I've made a few minor changes, but the core of the deck I think largely remains intact. Well, without further ado, here we go. I'll post the deck list in the comments for folks that need it. But you know, you could also just write it down here or take a screenshot if you want. I don't think there's too many surprises here. It's fairly straightforward. We're trying to kill our opponent as fast as possible. We've got a lot of the aggressive mainstays in here. We've got Flameblood Warlock, Primus Fist, Bloodtear Alchemist, Spelljammer. Those are pretty much common in a lot of the aggro lists out right now. I've got some Vanar specific minions and Snow Chaser, which I really like because it facilitates some of these explosive starts that I've had success with playing this deck already, along with, you know, Crystal Cloaker and, you know, my favorite Vanar card, Hearth Sister. There are a few sort of weird inclusions. Iraqi Headhunter is a card that I'm not particularly fond of in general, but in this particular build I think it's pretty powerful. You've got a lot of opening gambit minions, and so I've, you know, done a ton of damage with this early on in the game, and even in the late game you can, you know, Hearth Sister it right into your opponent's face and smash them for a billion. I'm running some Frostbone Nagas, which is a pet card of mine. I'm really surprised that this card doesn't see more play. You're getting an undervalued minion stats wise, but it's still, you know, a sizable body, and more importantly, it does a ton of damage. It's a really convenient and efficient way to clear out a lot of smaller minions, which really threaten to pick off your small minions. So I kind of like it for an aggressive deck like this. You know, it does face damage, it kills off a lot of dorks that you don't want trading with your guys. We've got a Tiger. And, oh yeah, the final, I guess, sort of really weird inclusion. I have Songweaver in the list. I am pretty sure that this card is solid. If you think about it from a strictly, like, value perspective, you're essentially getting 8 points of stats for 3 mana, which is an incredible return on investment. True, it's not itself a 4/4, but I actually think that the pump is invaluable. You know, you get to trade your Primus Fist into their Primus Fist and end up with a you know, 3/1 and this 3/3 on the board. I haven't seen many lists play Songweaver, but I'm pretty sure it's an incredible minion that just hasn't been realized yet. Moving on to the spells, I don't think there are a whole lot of surprises here. Everything basically deals extra damage. Frostfire is pretty solid. Boundless Courage, I'm experimenting with. I actually haven't played it in this list yet. I have a feeling like it's either incredible, like much better than Frostfire, or it should just be something else. So who knows? Of note, I don't know if it'll come up, but Boundless Courage and Frostbone Naga are sort of a nice play that you can make to not have your Naga damage anything of yours, including your general. And then finally, we've got some Snowpiercers. I only like 2. They're nice to like play on the penultimate turn, you know, smash for 5 and then threaten to smash for 5 more. But they're sort of awkward early, and they're sort of awkward late if you don't have a way to, you know, kill your opponent pretty soon. So I'm not thrilled about Snow Chaser, but it does 3 damage for 3 mana, and sometimes that's all you need. Alright, without further ado, let's jump into game 1. I probably won't have any sort of transition, who knows. But I'm going to stop the video here and then just restart once matchmaking is done. So see you on the other side. Alright, here we go. Alright. I am playing Trespo. Alright. Not exactly sure how I feel about this hand. Probably going to toss this back right now. It's not going to be good against Magmar. Their minions are few but beefy, and this is really ideal against, you know, small but plentiful minions like, you know, Abyssian, Songhai, stuff like that. So not really the matchup this is intended for. Headhunter is going to be solid, I think, especially with, you know, a couple of these guys in hand. I'm contemplating throwing one of these away, but I would hate to throw one away and then not get something better. Plus, you know, if this survives, then I can Primus Fist and you know, smash something next turn. All right, I'm almost certainly going to keep Chromatic Cold in case he has like a Veteran Silithar or something like that. This is a nice way to help clear that minion out. So we'll just throw this away. All right. I will bow to you as well. Yeah, young Silithar. All right. So we're almost certainly going to take this mana tile. In fact, we 100% are. And the question is, which of our myriad 2-drops are we going to play? I don't think it's really best to play this right this second, because it's not going to kill this, nor is it going to stop him from getting the mana tile. So we can always wait to play this. We could play Headhunt. Well, first of all, we can replace something, which I don't really think I want to do. I would like to get out Headhunter, and I would like to get out Crystal Cloaker, but if he has something like, oh, I don't know, Natural Selection, that would be sort of awkward. I want to keep this alive if I can, but I also want to get this out. Let's see. Right, I'm going to throw out Headhunter in this Primus Fist. I don't want to just play the Headhunter without the Primus Fists, because then it there's a higher chance that he has like a tiger to just kill it or something like that. You can also throw back Crystal Cloaker. Sorry. I'm going to block off so he can't kill the Headhunter with his 2 minions. If he has a Dire Tide Frenzy, this is going to be sort of awkward, but I'll survive. So we're definitely gonna lose at least the Primus Fist here. Oh, maybe not. If he plays like a Veteran Silithar, that could be sort of awkward. Yeah. Ooh, he has a Blood Tier Alchemist. That's annoying. Okay. Well, I am interested in just doing as much damage as I possibly can to this guy. Primus Fist on Araki Headhunter is a ton of damage. We could also Primus Fist to kill the Veteran Solthar, but you know, we're not going to win if we're trying to trade into his minions, right? This deck isn't really like poised to win that game. My plan is the following: move here, move here. I'm probably going to play the Primus Fist here, pumping this, and then play Crystal Cloaker behind, so that Bloodtear Alchemist can't clear this out. I also might want to just throw one of these away. Hearth Sister is a good card, but not the second. Actually, I could use Hearth Sister to clear this out, so that actually seems awesome. Maybe I'll throw this Crystal Cloaker back? No, I'll keep it. Alright, so we're attacking for 9. Pretty healthy chunk of his life. And he either has to clear it with Veteran Solthar or Voth the Immortal. Either way, I'm pretty happy. If one of our guys survives him, I'll be pretty stoked, because then we'll get some value from Songweaver. I wouldn't be surprised if everything dies, so we might have to go back to the drawing board. Or at the end of the day, we could Crystal Cloaker and then Songweaver the Crystal Cloaker. Eggmorph, Boo Hiss. So he's going to kill the Primus Fist with his Veteran Solthar, kill our egg. We'll have to kill his egg, probably. I don't think we can afford to not do that. Oh, gotcha. Alright, what do we want to do here? Or I can just Warbird, that kills that. Is a little aggressive too. If I throw away Songweaver, try to find something new, I could play Crystal Cloaker, Chromatic Cold, Warbird, kill his Veteran Solthar. It's not the best. But this is nice that I can attack his face, and we are trying to do just a million face damage, so let's throw this back. That's not bad. Alright, we get some sort of extra value out of this thing. And then the question is, you know, what are we doing with our remaining mana? I could play Crystal Cloaker and then Chromatic Cold this guy and then kill the Veteran Solthar, but I don't think that's what I want to do. I think I just want to go face. I mean, he could just crush me here with any number of things, I guess, but sort of inclined just to be as aggressive as possible. Boundless Courage, not the card we really want to see. Maybe this is a good example of how this card is going to be terrible. Oh shit. He's just going to clear my guy. He might have Earth Sphere, that would be sort of annoying. Okay. Harumph. Alright, what do I do here? I'm getting rid of this thing. I think we definitely do this. I mean, we could put him to 6. But it's a nice way to just clear this thing out. The question here now is, do I Chromatic Cold his face again? Gets rid of this buff. I think I'm going to wait, because next turn if he buffs, I can Chromatic Cold 2 of them. And we kind of have to attack here. I don't think we can afford not to. Okay, he runs away like a coward. Rust Crawler, okay. Another Veteran Solthar. Alright. So we've got 4 damage in hand. I don't think we can get rid of Spelljammer. The card's just a little too powerful. I do think we get rid of Chromatic Cold though. Just try to find some like aggressive creatures. Like we'll draw into other stuff with this thing. Okay. Let's see. Plop this right here, run down, and then play this sort of out of the way, and then save this for later. Alright, run away. We're going to 7, and the question is, I guess, do we need to protect ourselves? Like, put this in front of us. I don't hate that idea. Though if he has like a war beast, we might be in a wee bit of a pickle. I'm kind of inclined just to hold on to it. If he has war beast, he has war beast anyway. Let me just put it over here. Keep it around his guy. Yeah, we can save this for later. Alright, well we've got 6 damage. By the way, this wouldn't have reset, so that's why we didn't bother to use it this turn. We've got 4, 5, 6. It's just one away. So if he clears either of these minions with his general and doesn't gain any health, we should be okay. Otherwise, we'll probably throw back the Bloodshire Alchemist. It's just not very good. Alright. I put this over here too in case he has War Beast. That way he, has to War Beast over here and we don't take a trillion extra damage. If he comes forward, hits me, War Beasts over here, I'll probably throw this back because I'll be pretty close to killing him. Plasma Storm, that's not what I wanted to see at all. Okay. We're very close to killing him. He's at 2. We have 6 points of damage in our hand. We could find any number of things to kill him here. But I think first and foremost we definitely need to throw this back. Because if we get any creature that does damage, we've got it, I think. Oh, we're just a point away. That's so annoying. That's super duper annoying. That's the one like direct damage spell that I think we couldn't get damage from. Alright. So I come up here, play it here. I'm 1 space away from killing him. Well, definitely doing this, right? We can't afford to take another hit from this, so we're probably going to have to Tiger this and attack it, the egg. And I'm kind of inclined to keep this for his face. This is very frustrating. Maybe we shouldn't have been so cowardly. If we had gone down south last turn, how would that have affected us? Well, regardless. We might lose the game simply because we moved 1 spot too far. Oh well. Let's see, what do we get? Rocky Headhunter, not what we need right here. We're still not dead to a War Beast, which is nice. But we are probably dead to, like, I don't know, another Earth Sphere. Bounded Life Force. Oh shit. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. So this doesn't even remove Bounded Life Force, which is sort of annoying. Well, he doesn't have like Silhouette Tracer or something. The annoying thing is I could clear this, right? If I could have just put this in line with him and Warbirded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't kill him. Probably don't need to do this yet either. We're probably dead to a war beast, which is annoying. Well, I am gonna run away. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do this. I'm probably still dead to a war beast, but we'll see. Not what I wanted. This game has been extraordinarily close. Like we've been 1 point away. We've been 1 space away. I feel like we've been 1 mana away. Spirit Harvester. Oh my. Okay. So, we're not quite there yet. Certainly not what we wanted. Well, this is happening. And the question is, what do I do here? So I'm petrified of dying to. Okay, I have to kill this because this is just gonna die otherwise. All right, I'm gonna try to place this minion out of his reach, so like right here. But that can reach him with like a actually I kind of want to just hold on to this if I can. We have 3 Flameblood Warlocks in our hand, right? I'm gonna clear this for sure. I don't want to die to a War Beast, and this is the best way to not do that. This allows us to, if we find the last Heart Sister, basically get in with lethal. Stop coming into my hand right now. You're not a very good late game top deck. So I wanted to put it here so that I could get him, you know, sort of wherever he had wherever he went if I drew a Heart Sister, the last one in the deck. It's also sort of like still in the area. Oh shit. Oh yeah, pick off that egg. Good. Alright, big money, no Emmys. Snow Chaser. Not the card I really wanted to see. Oh. Let's go ahead and do this. I gotta pick off this egg. Gotta pick off this egg. Still super dead to a War Beast. Let's just keep hoping that doesn't happen. Frostfire, not the card we wanted. Where's he going? Young Silithar. Spirit Harvester. Okay. So we gotta throw this Frostfire back. So that gives us a win with a Tiger. So we could come forward, play. I guess that doesn't even work. Well, let's just hope for a Flameblood Warlock or the last Chromatic Hold. No, we already used that. Let's just hope for a Flameblood Warlock to force the tie. No, we're so close. God, we're so close. Is there any way we can survive for a turn? Yes, there is. I mean, we'll probably die still, but put this here and this here. So he can't kill the Snow Chaser without moving his Spirit Harvester. But then that will result in him... Ah, golly, we're so close. It's his last card. Just needed to fade that for one turn. Ah, harumph. Well, we lost game one, but it was extraordinarily close. And this is the type of deck that I would think normally preys on these decks. So we kept being just 1 point short, you know, one space away. I feel like we could have positioned ourselves a little bit better so as to, you know, not be 1 space away, not be 1 point short. Almost certainly something went wrong there, and we could have won the game, but we didn't. Whenever I lose by like 1 turn away, or you know, I'm short 1 point of damage or something like that, I always sort of think, how could I have done this differently? This is an exact example of that. I might even go through it again, watch the replay, and post that and like where we could have made changes. We weren't dead at the end there. We could have forced a draw with a Warlock, which we hadn't seen any of. And I think that was it, but we still needed to, yeah, we had a lot of outs there, but we didn't get any. Oh well. Alright, join me again. We're gonna stop the recording again and then jump into another cube. Okay, here we go. Playing another quite adept opponent with Senelian. Look how many badges he has. It's more than me. It's unfair. Okay, this hand is alright. It is not great. I am a little worried about what deck my opponent's playing. And if he's playing like an aggro deck, this hand is not very good. I'm definitely throwing back Snowpiercer. Not that great in this matchup. This would have been alright in the previous matchup. You know, just take out a Veteran Silithar. But as it stands, we're sort of... I don't really foresee that as being what we're up against. I kind of see us facing an aggro deck. For that reason, I hesitate to keep the Spelljammer. But if he's running like a more traditional, like cryogenesis fueled deck, then this is a fine play. I like all these; they're fine. I could see throwing back Crystal Cloaker, but I don't know why I really would. I'm gonna keep this, I think, just because I'm gonna want to fuel up on cards myself. So keeping the Spelljammer might be a mistake. But I also like to live riskily, and I'm very greedy, so let's just go ahead and keep it. Alright, this will be good play. I'm excited about that. Oh, he's playing Mex. That son of a bitch. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. This is horrible. Alright, what do we do here? I almost certainly can't keep Spelljammer anymore. I can't afford to let him get extra draws. Let's throw this away. Let's see. I kind of like the idea of playing Araki Headhunter and Bloodtear Alchemist. I don't think I'm going to get either of these mana orbs next turn. So I'm sort of inclined to just make sure that I use all of my mana. Because next turn I'm almost certainly going to Frostbone Naga. Let's come forward here. And I think I'm going to play the Araki Headhunter here. And then play the Bloodtear Alchemist behind it. So it's sort of, you know, protected from the Wings of Mechazor. I guess I could play it here as well. That also seems like a fine play. So let's go ahead and smash in here and plop this down. And we're going to ping him because I don't really see the 1 point of damage against either of these things mattering. We could do just a quadrillion damage. I put it like, one thing to note is that we could have stopped him from getting this. I am more interested. We could have stopped him from getting this Mana Spring tile, or heck, even this Mana Spring tile, by placing like Araki here and Bloodtear Alchemist, you know, on the tile, or in the way of the tile or something like that, right? I am pretty sure that we're going to have to lean heavily on this guy if it survives to do a ton of damage. Like either Frostbite Naga next turn to deal 5 with this, or if we're really, really greedy, deal 11 with 2 Primus Fist attacks. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do or not. Blazehound, holy smokes. Don't kill it. Ah, you butthole. Turns out it would have mattered, I guess. Alright. What do we do here? Almost certainly going to Frostbite Naga. And the question is, do I keep my Blood Tier Alchemist alive or not? So I could come here with Blood Tier, smack this thing, and then Frostbite Naga. I deal 2 to my general. Or why am I knocking? I could just Primus Fist this Blood Tier Alchemist. Kill that, come up here, kill guess Wings of Mechazor? I don't exactly know. And then play this Crystal Cloaker. It doesn't seem bad, because if I get Crystal Cloaker on the ground, I'm pretty happy. I'm going to play this in such a way that the Helm of Mechazor cannot attack it. Come down here. Attack like that. He could always Hearth Sister something up there, but you know, whatever. That was maybe a mistake. I'm sort of playing right into his Warbird. Oopsies. Well, whatever. I didn't say oops. I'll be honest, there are a few things in Duelyst that I always forget to play around. One of them is Decimate. The other is Warbird, so you might see a lot of errors on my part with this. Helm of Mechazor. Okay. Well, let's see. I really want to Frostfire this thing. That'd get in for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could just come hit this. I could come hit this 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, heck, I could Frostfire this. I'm not doing any of this, but I could Frostfire this and then Boundless Courage it too. You kind of have to kill this thing. So I'm going to play this Frostbone Naga. And I'm going to Warbird because I don't think I'm going to have the ability to Warbird next turn. I'm actually going to get rid of this Boundless Courage right this second, I think. Oh my god. I'm so tempted just to slap this on here. So it would be 4 plus 10 plus 12 plus 14. That's pretty good. I could save this for next turn. I feel like the value here is too good. Like, he has to have an answer to this. And I'm coming here and attacking this so that I don't get blown out with Frenzy. Frostfire, putting in some work here. Maybe that was a foolish play. Like, if he has Aspect to the Wolf, I'll feel kind of silly. But I did get in just a ton of damage. Oh, yes. He's trading in for 2 of his cards. That's great. That already did 10 damage to him. Wonderful. Wonderful. Wings of Mechazor, sure. Okay. Let's see. I'm probably going to play Frostbone to kill this. Get rid of Songweaver just to see if something else comes along. Let's see. I think I'm inclined to keep Hearth Sister around, so next turn's Warbird will be pretty good. My options here are like move forward here. Hearth Sister, I don't really see any value because I can't get close enough to... I could Hearth Sister like right here with this, walk through it, play Frostbode Naga here to do 2 points. That just seems sort of like whatever, right? I'm just going to do this. I think I put it right here to sort of prevent any shenanigans where he comes forward and Hearth Sisters my creatures up in line with me or something like that. Ooh. This is going to be good on a Warbird turn. I don't know if we'll end up actually being able to get it, but oh gosh, this is bad. Okay. Okay, this is not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need something else here. That's certainly not what I wanted. That's a real shame. I can't even Hearth Sister. I can't even Hearth Sister his creature on there. If he has a Spirit of the Wild, I'm dead. I'm just gonna hang out. I'm probably dead, bro. Yeah, I sort of assume a Spirit of the Wild is coming. Okay, he died. So be it. Well, I wonder if our line could have changed a little bit. Probably not. I like the double Frostfire play. We did 12 damage to him that turn. I wish we could have played a Frostfire and a Frostbone Naga, because that would have been incredible. But we were 1 mana short that turn, unfortunately. He had really good positioning, so I'm not sure. I think we could have beaten a lesser opponent, but it is what it is. We also got him to 5, so we were only a few cards away from victory, it seems. Anyway, let's stop here, and then I'll start again with the next video once we've made our matchmaking. Here we go. Feel the burn. Topical name. I wonder how that's going to age with time. All right, finally, we're going to be on the left. This is where you sort of want to be when you're playing an aggressive deck. I envision a dream scenario where we Iraqi Headhunter and then double Primus Fist him to deal 9 on turn 1. We'll see if that happens. I'm going to throw this back. It's fine, but it's not great. I'm keeping this so that once we quickly run out of gas, we can refuel. Interesting. Maybe another opportunity to see if this card's going to be any good. I think I'm going to keep it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, super excited. That said, if he doesn't come near us, it might be sort of awkward. We'll probably throw this Boundless Courage away or something. Okay, he is here. What's the worst thing that could happen? That is the literal worst thing that could have happened. Okay. Bloodshare Alchemist, one time. Not quite, but... So we get to come here, kill this, probably play the Headhunter, and then a Primus Fist just to pump it up. This is terrible. I'm going to play around Dancing Blades. So he's going to, if he comes here, he has Dancing Blades mana, so I can't put anything here or here. I couldn't put it here anyway. Couldn't put it here. Can't put it here. Can't put it here. Put it here. Sure. I don't want to put it against my general in case he has a, blood or bone swarm. So let's put it right there. Okay. Probably drop this Spelljammer next turn just to refuel on cards. Let's see. It's unclear what deck he's playing just yet. I presume it's some sort of aggro deck, but I always try to play around, whatever I can, even if something is like a popular meta deck. You never know. Any number of things could happen. There's a park outside my house with a big event going on right now, even though it's raining. So if you hear microphones in the background, that's what it is. Okay. Interesting. Well, he's about to take a quadrillion damage. Please don't come with that. Please don't blow smoke. No. Ooh. Making me angry. Making me angry. Okay. Come up here, hit this. Chromatical Debt, and then Primus Fist, my guy to deal him 4. So I would be at 13. He would be at 16. Sort of inclined to... Alternatively, I could, come here, hit this, Chromatical, this, then Boundless Courage this thing. It's not the worst. I'm gonna throw it back. I need to find... If I find like a Hearth Sister, this turn gets a lot better. Let's see if I can do that. Well, he's playing an aggro deck. Maybe I just need to get rid of Spelljammer. Crystal Cloaker. Not exactly what we wanted. Got to keep my life total high so we can do this. And I think I want to just get another guy down. So we'll play another Primus and then we can try Boundless Courage next turn. So far I've been very unimpressed with Boundless Courage, which is surprising to me. It seems like it would have been a good card. Just never really had a great opportunity to play it. I guess that one turn we played it against, we had the double Frostfire. If one of those had been Boundless Courage, it would have done 1 less damage. And it would have also, I feel like, not done anything with the toughness. Might have had 1 less toughness too. Yeah. But then again, this works with anything, not just Vesper minions. Second wish? First wish. Okay. We're taking 5. We're going to drop to 8 here. Presumably, I mean, I'm thinking he's going to hit me. He might clear my creature, which is fine. Okay. And if I were him, I'd move here to clear this out. I mean, he might just attack me, but that would be okay. Just gonna come at me. Cool. Right. he's at 14, how much damage do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, we'll see. 5, 6. We're at 6. We're at 4, I mean. It's not good. What do we do here? What do we do? This almost certainly has to kill this. At least it's 3 mana. One of them is almost certainly going to be this. And then I'd probably just play this Crystal Cloaker. I don't need this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. We haven't lost yet. So far this deck has not been very impressive, so I don't know what to say. Can we win this turn if we don't die? He only has 2 cards. Repulsor Beast. We're probably dead. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We would have won this turn had he not had both the removal spell and the additional damage. So, once again, pretty close to victory. Not quite there yet. Alright, well, we are starting off 0-3, which is not really where I want to be. Jeez, just plummeting. I'm going to film 4 more games. I would really like to win those 4 games. We'll see. It's going to be in part 2 of this video, so this video is going to end, and then I encourage you to watch the second part of the video, which I'll include a handy-dandy little button right here. I don't know. This has not been my experience with the deck thus far, which is a little frustrating. I think I won like 10 games in a row when I played this deck earlier in the week, so I'm not looking to bring you guys bad decks or to play poorly, but I'm also not looking to cherry pick my videos. So check back in for part 2. We're going to see if we can't rally and get 4 wins in a row.